Good evening, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. We're live here in Atlanta, where Super Bowl will be held this coming Sunday, Patriots versus Los Angeles Rams. The Patriots arrived here yesterday, and also the Los Angeles Rams arrived here yesterday as well. And day one of all the Super Bowl fun events leading up to the big day on Sunday. The Riley King Network arrived here today, this afternoon, and here's a little fun fact about Atlanta. Atlanta is the capital of and the most populous city in the U.S. state of Georgia, with an estimated 2017 population of 486,290. It is also the 38th most populous city in the United States. And that is for sure. We are seeing very busy things here in Atlanta. Very busy here. And the weather today was in the 50s. It's 56 degrees, and tomorrow they're expecting some snowy mix tomorrow. And I hear back home in New Hampshire they're expecting some snow and things as well. So, who knew? Right behind me, if I'll step out of the way, you can see the stadium where the Patriots and Los Angeles Rams will play on Sunday. This is Mercedes Stadium, where Atlantic Falcons play their football games. So that's where the stadium will be. Let's get to some Super Bowl news for today. Ludacris surprised students with Super Bowl tickets. Let's listen to the video.
Get a child's ticket free. That's right. Buy an adult ticket to the Universal Circus and get a child's ticket free. Just log on to universalcircus.com. Use the code FREEBIE.
Y'all are both going to the
Atlanta and Gwinnett just in time for the holidays. When you buy an adult ticket, get a child.
Super Bowl.
Now that's a great reason to scream. Mercedes-Benz and Atlanta's own Ludacris surprising two students at Ron Clark Academy with tickets to Super Bowl 53. Cohen and Jericho were chosen for their character, their ability to make friends, and the way they actually inspire others. And guess what? They are joining me now here in the Lazy Boy Lounge. Jericho, Cohen, students at Ron Clark Academy. So happy to have you here.
Yes.
Was that not awesome?
It was.
What was the feeling when you saw Ludacris driving onto campus?
I was in complete shock. I had to take a couple of deep breaths just to make sure it wasn't a dream.
And then when he called your name, what were you thinking?
Well, when he called my name first, I still couldn't believe it. You know, there's so many children, kids at the school that express good character and have good traits. And you know, when we were chosen, it felt great to have this opportunity. And that was just when he called out our names. But when he said we went to the Super Bowl, that just changed everything.
I tell you, I heard Cohen and Jericho, and I had chills in my arm, which is, I couldn't believe it. And I didn't even know you guys. So had you met him before? Had you had anything like this happen before?
I think not receiving Super Bowl tickets, never, but I have met Ludacris before in my past years.
All right, so who you taking to the Super Bowl, guys?
I'm personally taking my dad.
Yeah.
I know he's loving you for that.
I wish I could take everyone, my brothers, my dad, and my mom, but I'm just taking my mom right now because, you know, she's been awesome to me. You know, this is what I want to go down in the books. And I want to say, hey, Mom, you remember?
Okay, very cool indeed. Cool. And Super Bowl tickets still over $2,500 per seat. And here's a look at some Super Bowl campus road closures. take a look. As you can see, those are the road closures. And some more Super Bowl news. Human trafficking, the dark side of the Super Bowl. Let's take a listen to the video.
Of course, I think when we think about the Super Bowl, we think of fans, we think about all the hype and the excitement, but there are some really serious issues that surround a major sporting event like this.
Yeah, well, this morning we're talking about human sex trafficking. CBS 46's Karen Greer joins us here in the studio this morning to tell us how Atlanta is really trying to fight to turn the tide, Karen.
That's right, Tracy and Greer. There's a dark side to the Super Bowl. The country's largest sporting event's also a sex trafficking event for some. One Atlanta organization is waging an aggressive campaign against the exploitation of girls and young women. I spoke with a survivor who's joined in that fight.
I think I recognize it.
When big events come to town, Wellspring living workers are on the front lines.
Trafficking is happening all the time, but anytime there's a large event in town and people are coming in for entertainment, it's a business, and we have to disrupt the business.
Executive Mary Frances Boley is spending the days leading up to the big game passing out information at known trafficking areas, hotels, convenience stores, and restaurants, letting visitors know the signs of sex trafficking.
So the community has to be aware of the fact that if you see an older man with a younger girl, and maybe he's not treating her nice, there's something wrong with that.
Trouble.
Gabby Humphreys joined the public awareness campaign after Wellspring rescued her from that life. Like many survivors, Humphreys' childhood was turbulent. Raped at 13, pregnant at 18, she was spiraling and vulnerable.
I just was making all the wrong choices.
Humphreys started stripping, doing drugs, eventually losing custody of her son. One day she answered a Backpage ad for adult modeling.
And I was just looking for something to make easy money quick.
But it was all a front. Humphreys was coerced into a sex trafficking operation, at times having sex with 8 men a day.
They kind of just lure you into thinking, oh, okay, $2,500 a week, bring sexy clothes, we'll take some pictures.
Once you realized that you weren't going to be just dancing, was it too late to back out?
Absolutely. Well, I mean, in a lot of girls' minds, you think to yourself, I did this and it's my fault that I'm in this spot, so I'm not going to turn back now.
Fighting sex trafficking is as difficult as it is complex. Girls and women are usually tricked or forced into selling sex, and many don't always see themselves as victims. Humphreys was able to walk away from her pimp. Many women are not.
There are different situations and scenarios where girls can go home. It is not always locked in a closet or anything like that. It is, and which is probably one of the most frustrating things, especially when it comes to prosecuting these men.
Today, Humphreys has custody of her son and works at a Fortune 500 company. So what would you say to young, vulnerable girls about what they need to do to get out?
Let them know, hey, there are resources, hey, there's chances, there's opportunities, there is a better choice.
And she said she actually went to a church, spoke to a minister. That's what helped her get out. Now, you can be part of the solution to find out ways you can raise awareness about trafficking. Just tap on our free CBS 46 app. So this is definitely something you need to be on the lookout for at times like this. We always want to say, not our business, but we need to make it our business.
Yeah, it is. I know at restaurants, rideshare, at the airport, so many places are being told, the workers there are saying, here are some of the signs to watch out for.
And hotels now are having, have the signs up, elevators everywhere. So, yeah, let's see something, say something.
Karen, thank you.
Thank you, Karen.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Super Bowl opening night kicks off. Let's take a listen to the video.
Are you pouring money down the drain?
Well, I just got my wireless bill.
You can get a free phone when you switch to U.S. Cellular.
All that money wasted at the wrong provider.
No trading required to get a free Samsung Galaxy S9. Just switch to U.S. Cellular.
All right, let's get to Super Bowl 53. We're only 6 days away from the big game, and the city is buzzing.
You know, there's so much going on. Really, things kind of kick into high gear this week. Super Bowl events being held all this week across Metro Atlanta, and one of the premier events happens tonight.
CBS 46's Melissa Stern is live at Mercedes-Benz Stadium to walk us through what's happening. Really, once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for a lot of people who will get lucky enough to go there.
That's right. Thousands of people are expected here tonight. It's the first major event for the Rams and Patriots. Super Bowl opening night is the national kickoff for Super Bowl 53 festivities. It's the only time the two teams will be in one location before the game. Doors open at 5:30. The Rams interview session begins at 7, and the Patriots team interview session begins at 9. The celebration will include cheerleaders and team mascots. You can collect free autographs from NFL players, take some photos, you name it. You can also check in with the Super Bowl 53 fan mobile pass app for the chance to win prizes, including 2 tickets to the Super Bowl. Now, organizers ask that you use ride-sharing services and MARTA when coming down here. And, of course, you can catch all Super Bowl coverage right here on CBS 46 News. Reporting live in Atlanta, I'm Melissa Stern, CBS 46 News.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And we will keep you updated here on the Riley King Network as we are down here in Atlanta for the big Super Bowl. And now let's take a look at some news in New Hampshire. Same person believed responsible for 2 attempted robberies in Manchester. The same man is believed to be responsible for the attempted robberies of 2 convenience stores Sunday night, Manchester police said. The first attempted robbery happened just before 6 p.m. at Mr. Market on Spruce Street. The second attempted robbery was reported a few minutes later, less than 2 blocks away at Maple Street Market. Surveillance video from Mr. Market showed a man who appeared to be armed with a handgun demanded money. The store owner, who asked not to be identified, said he believes the same man tried to rob the store before, so the clerk knew what was happening as soon as he entered. My girl recognized the same guy, so she yelled at him, "Here, take your mask off," the owner said. My other guy, he tried chasing him, and he just ran to the other store to rob him. Police said they received the second report of an attempted robbery a few minutes later. The robbery in both cases was wearing all black with a hoodie covering his face, police said. Police tried to use a canine to track the robber, but were unsuccessful. The robber did not get away with any cash, but the Mr. Market owner said even attempted robberies take a toll. The people don't want to work in our stores, especially the corner stores, he said. They are scared that maybe somebody is going to come with a gun and shoot them. He said the clerk who was working Sunday night is doing okay. Manchester police plan to hold a seminar Thursday on robbery prevention and the correct way to respond to an attempted robbery. The owner of Mr. Market said he plans to attend, but believes that they are truly needed are more police patrols. And now let's take a look at some business news. And here's a look at your U.S. stock market and how your U.S. stock market closed for this evening. Dow dropped more than 200 points as weak Caterpillar NAVD guidance strokes China fears. Stocks fell sharply on Monday after weaker than expected quarterly earnings and guidance from Caterpillar, as well as a big revenue forecast cut from chip maker Nevada, stoked fears about the Chinese economy slowing. And now let's take a look at some world and national news. Acting Attorney General Special Counsel investigation nearly done. Acting Attorney General Matt Whitaker said the Special Counsel investigation is completion during a press conference on Monday, the first official on the record confirmation. And that does it for this evening edition of the Riley King Newscast, broadcasting live here in Atlanta. As you can see, again, right behind me is the stadium where the Patriots and Rams will play on Sunday for Super Bowl. We'll see you back here in a little bit for a news report. Hopefully you have a wonderful night, everyone, and I'll be back here in a little bit for a news report. Good night, everyone. Bye.